We're here with Alex Place, Dublin Scioto football, here in Week 5, taking on Worthington Kilbourne in the Battle of Hard Road. Both teams 3-1 on the season. And Coach, appreciate your time, man. It's been a while since we got to sit down and talk. And you've had a great season so far to this point, and you take on Worthington Kilbourne, also 3-1, like I mentioned. Describe this rivalry, not only to me, but just to fans watching Storied rivals who maybe don't understand the the rivalry between you two and aren't connected to this rivalry, the Battle of Hard Road. What does it mean to you and your program, this game every year? I know that last year Worthington Kilbourne won this game 21-7, but you guys had won the 8 previous matchups before then, so you've kind of dominated the rivalry over the last 10 years. But this is one of the premier rivalries in the state of Ohio.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, people always think like rivalry with other Dublin schools, but you look at Scioto and Kilbourne, we're 2 miles down the road. So
Right.
the schools are so close together. The kids grow up around each other. The kids know each other, and we get the Hard Road Trophy at the end that we have to stand at the 50-yard line. One team has to pass the Hard Road Trophy to the other team at the end of the game. So you always want to be on the victorious side of that. And like you said, the previous years before we had gotten that done and we got to feel what it's like to win it. And last year we kind of have that bad taste in our mouth right now of losing that for the first time in a while. So for us, it's all about, we have the countdown clock in our weight room. So we have it for heading into the regular season, but we always have that countdown clock going for Kilbourne. So this is like, our guys know it, our guys get ready for it. And it's all about putting your year on the rock. So making sure that stays forever. So when your senior year, when you have your number on the rock of the 25 season on there with that score, it's really important to you.
So part of where Storied Rivals is based is in the Zanesville area, so like Southeast Ohio. And there's one coach that I've talked to, it's actually my home school. He says that there are some games on your schedule that are like Walmart games because you're just going to see these people in Walmart afterwards and you want those bragging rights. Maybe it's not Walmart for you guys in Dublin, but does it kind of feel that same way?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, there's a Walmart right down the road too, so it can be a Walmart game for us
There
too.
there you go.
But yeah, I mean, we have our middle school that feeds in is Davis Middle School, and literally across the street from Davis, the houses that are right there go to Kilbourne. So that's how close that everything is. So like our guys, I mean, you're in the same neighborhood as some of these kids that are going to Kilbourne, so you see each other all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's definitely one of those that you're ready for this game. Make sure you're playing them in middle school, you're playing them through freshman, JV football, and now you get to do it at the varsity level.
Yeah. So one of the big stories with your season in particular, you had the 3-0 start, and then you do lose your quarterback, Jack McKee, for the remainder of the season, which is really unfortunate for any football team, especially a team as good as you guys have been, through the first 4 weeks of the season. Describe that loss, I guess, to me a little bit, and how that's kind of impacted your team. And you guys were up last week against Westerville South, did lose that one, 26-18. They completed a comeback, but Grady McMillan stepped in. I think he threw a couple of interceptions, but you guys were in that game, had a chance to be 4-0. But just describe, I guess, that whole situation as we kind of reach the middle portion of this season.
Yeah, I mean, Jack's a big time leader for our program, and one of the things since going down, he still is that leader for us. He's going around on his scooter right now. He's still being a vocal leader for us, but it changes some of the things that we do. He's, I mean, one of the top quarterbacks in Central Ohio. So it definitely does affect what you do. But in the same sense, he went down in the second quarter of Thomas Worthington.
Right.
So we went and won a Thomas Worthington game, which they came out and put it to Grove City last week. And so I don't think that many people thought that was happening, but you could kind of see the tides turning for them a little bit as well when they played us in the second half there. So for us, it was Grady stepping in. He stepped in the second quarter in that Thomas Worthington game, led us to a victory there. And then we, as a team, played a really good half of football against South. We were up 18-3 at half, playing good football offensively and defensively. And then we came out in the second half and we did the exact opposite. We didn't play good football on either side of the ball. We turned the ball over. We fumbled the ball on special teams. Like some of the things that had been making us win football games didn't go our way in that game. So it's about us refocusing, and there's no better time to refocus than for the Kilbourne game.
Absolutely. And one guy who's been playing well all season, it seems like he's been focused throughout the entirety of the year to this point. Eden Williams, 366 yards on the ground, 4 touchdowns. He has been a consistent force for you guys offensively. Do you lean on him more, especially in this Kilbourne game, but also the rest of the way?
Yeah, he's kind of been our go-to guy. We have a combination of him and Dom Clardy that he's a sophomore that they've been leading the way for us in the rush game. Definitely leaning on those guys. Definitely leaning on our big guys up front. So our O line needs to step up and make sure that we can move the football on the ground, and then that kind of eases some things up for Grady to make those plays through the air then for us as well.
Ab-
Eden's been doing it on special teams too. So against Lancaster, he had big 75-yard kickoff return for a touchdown too. So he's been stepping up this year, and he's been having a great year so far, and need to keep it going.
Now, how do you defend this Worthington Kilbourne offense? They've been putting up, I think 37 and a half points per game. The offense is humming. Jackson Szabo, sophomore quarterback, maybe took some lumps his freshman year, but just as a sophomore, he just seems like a much improved, exponentially better quarterback. And also kind of one of the best, especially young quarterbacks in Central Ohio. And Shion Jamshidi had nearly 200 yards receiving last week and a touchdown. They have a running back in Luke Page that gets a ton of carries. They're really balanced, young players, experienced players. This offense is really good. How do you match up to take certain things away to make things more advantageous for your defense?
Yeah. I think the big thing for us, we say it every week, is we got to stop the run. We got to know what they're trying to go for. And kind of looking at what they want to do. They want to run the ball early and then pass the ball when they get into those third and longer situations. So it kind of allows us to be able to prepare a little better defensively if we're putting them into those situations more often. Um, but the quarterback, he's a stud. I mean, when it comes down to it, like he makes plays. And last year, I think he was forcing some things that he didn't always need to, and it kind of helped definitely us in that game. I think it was a 7-7 game with a couple minutes left in the fourth quarter last year for us. So we were able to kind of contain him and do those things and make him force some things that he didn't want to. So I think doing that again is something that we have to do. So keeping him in the pocket, not letting him scramble, not letting him make those big plays that he has over these last several weeks is going to be crucial for us. And then our secondary can't give up those big plays through the air. So that's our
Yeah.
main focus.
Yeah. So Dublin Scioto's won 8 of the last 10 battles of hard road, and we're excited for another edition of it this Friday here in week 5. And Coach, I appreciate your time, man. Thanks for joining me for, talking some football for 10 minutes, man. And best of luck in the rivalry game this week. And we're looking forward to being there and seeing you on Friday.
You got it, Will. Thank you.